Well, wasn't that fancy and new? Look, it's actually us. That was incredible.
It's now
Great
us.
work.
It's not Joyce and Mud.
I missed
it's
them,
so sad.
They're
really
officially
sad.
cast away into unkhood. Welcome on into season 23, episode number 4 of Laker Connections, your only place for all things Laker sports. I'm Ken Gerard, co-hosted by the lively Lucas McGarry.
Lively, like
now,
it.
Mr. McGarry, another week of Laker sports have come and gone, and once again, it is time for our Laker recap. But before we do that, how are you?
I am doing swell. It's been a pretty hectic week. I'm not going to lie. I've been busy. I know you've been busy. It's been a very busy week for TOP in general. We got a lot of stuff going on. But I'm good. I'm ready to do a show with you. I'm always looking forward to this.
Well, let's get right into it. As I just mentioned, spring sports are in full swing and conference play is also in full swing. This week has been full of ups and downs for many of these Lakers squads. Let's talk about the ups first. Lucas, take it away with the men's lacrosse team.
Yeah, absolutely. In a thrilling showdown at Laker Turf Stadium, the Oswego men's lacrosse team managed to complete the comeback to beat SUNY Oneonta in very tough conference play matchup. Lakers fell behind 3-0 early in the first quarter, but gradually chipped away at the deficit, entering halftime trailing 8-6. After a scoreless stretch and 2 Oneonta goals in the third, Oswego found themselves down 10-6 heading into the final frame. Refusing to quit, the Lakers roared back with 5 unanswered goals in the fourth quarter, sparked by goals from Corey O'Connor, Gavin Elston, Emmett Starwitz, and Hayden Coney. Oswego tied the game late before O'Connor buried the game winner with just 27 seconds left. Oswego now sits at 3-0 in the conference, tied for first place with Cortland.
Well, speaking of Cortland, that's a tough team that's in that conference. And, I mean, this is a gritty win for those Lakers. You get that last-second victory. The shot totals are just so close, 36-39. They were outshot, and they still came away with a victory.
They were outplayed the whole game.
They were down the ground ball
count. They managed to come back.
It's an impressive win for this Oswego team. And, again, I mean, between both the men's and women's team, which we'll get to in a second, I think are both making a good case to be in the SUNYAC championship and be a contender in that SUNYAC playoff, which is coming up quicker than we probably think. May is just around the corner.
It's so close. We're already here.
It just snowed a couple days ago. It doesn't really feel like spring is ever coming.
Gross.
But
snow here is so gross.
I sure hope that it is just around the corner. But let's move now to the women's team. The Oswego State women's lacrosse team has made history today. The Lakers came into a matchup today against a familiar foe that they were 0-34 against all time, dating back to 1995. The Lakers sat at 4-0 in the conference and looked to be making a huge push for the top overall seed in the SUNYAC. But one team stood in the way, the Cortland Red Dragons. After one half of action, the Lakers were behind 6-5, with the team having hoped to finally be able to beat Cortland in the second half. The Lakers kicked it up a notch, and after 34 straight losses to Cortland, the Lakers would finally top the Red Dragons 10-8. Lucas, this is a historic victory for a team with a championship caliber play. Wow, what a game.
They just keep getting better. Like this Oswego team is so good, and we just keep seeing them improve. And now they've taken down a tough team like Colton, like you just said, made history. They have never beaten this team before. That is so impressive. So I think for them, that is the ultimate momentum booster. They have now vaulted themselves into a beautiful spot in the conference play going into the final stretch, like you said earlier, and it is coming sooner than you think. So getting these wins now is uber important, and especially against a team like Cortland, that has to be the biggest confidence booster imaginable.
Have not beat this team ever, and the first time they matched up, Clinton was in office.
That's crazy.
That's how long it has been. So what a win for this Laker team, but take away with baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. This past Wednesday, the Oswego baseball team held off a late rally to defeat RIT at home. Lakers came out firing, scoring in each of the first 3 innings with key RBI hits from Trey McGowan and Dylan Rosenberg. RIT chipped away with a homer and RBI single in the 5th, but Oswego answered immediately before breaking the game open with a 6-run 6th inning. Emil Sander and Daniel Winchester each contributed 2-run singles, and McGowan stole home in a dominant offensive frame. RIT, however, clawed back with 5 runs in the 9th, taking advantage of errors, but Oswego managed to close it out with the tying run at the plate, securing the win in a dramatic fashion, 11-9.
Yeah, again, these out-of-conference matchups we talk about a lot are extremely important, and something we talked about last week was this team needs to get the bats up. I think they absolutely did that in this game. While they were out-hit, they made those hits count. Also taking advantage of some of the errors on the other side. While there are no listed errors, mistakes you make in the field that don't count in the error column are still very important for this team. So I think being able to take advantage of them defensively and get things going on the offensive end was very important for this Lakers squads. But let's move over to the softball team now. The Lakers took a trip up north this past Monday for a doubleheader matchup against the St. Lawrence Saints. While Game 1, the Lakers took a narrow win 2-1 over the Saints, Game 2 was a different story. The Lakers would get 1 hit and an 8-0 loss for Oswego. The Saints would tally 12 hits and 6 RBIs in the victory. Lucas, this was a tough one for Oswego, but can still look at the 2-1 victory in Game 1. What does this Lakers team need to do to be successful in the SUNYAC play this season?
I think they really just got to break through and find that barrier of the hitting that they just cannot seem to break. They had a decent game in the first one. They won 2-1, but then obviously you see they got blown out in the second game. It's a very, very disappointing day for them overall. So I think for them, they just have to get the bats going. I think we said it last week. It's just a struggle right now because their pitching is fine. I think their pitching does what it needs to do. Like we saw, just 1 run allowed in that first game. Obviously, the second game's a little different, but pitching runs out. You have people that are tired, so it's understandable. But I think the bats just need to get going because 2 runs and 0 runs is just inexcusable in 2 games.
Absolutely, Lucas. But we're going to go to a quick break. That'll be it for our Laker recap. When we come back, it'll be time for the week ahead. You're watching Laker Connections right here on WTOP 10.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to.
Welcome back into season 23, episode number 4 of Laker Connections, your only place for all things Laker sports. I'm Kenny Gerard, co-hosted by the law-abiding Lucas McGarry. Lucas, I think I'm running out of things.
I am a law-abiding citizen, so you're not incorrect, but
No.
you might be running out of stuff to say.
You wait till you see the next one.
I cannot wait.
We have discussed the past, and Lucas, it is time to talk about the future. We have a lot of action for Oswego athletics, and Lucas, let's discuss it. Start me off with what's coming up for the baseball team.
Sounds good, Kenny. I will do that. The Oswego Lakers will look to build momentum as they host the Clarkson Golden Knights in a midweek non-conference matchup. Stop laughing.
Sorry.
Going in with a 14-8 record, the Lakers hold the edge on paper over a 9-10 Clarkson squad. Offensively, Oswego has been the more consistent team, posting a .294 team batting average. Stop.
Sorry.
Led by Daniel Winchester and Dylan Rosenberg, who are both hitting over .365. Clarkson is hitting a less than okay team average of .271. On the mound, the Lakers also have the advantage, boasting a .479 ERA. Jacob Sanders leads the bullpen so far with a 4-1 record on the season and a 2.41 ERA to match it. Golden Knights have struggled this year, holding a 5.9 ERA, so a very good opportunity for the Lakers to pick up another big win in a non-conference matchup.
Yeah, again, the thing about baseball and softball is that these SUNYAC matchups don't take place until about halfway through the spring sports season. So a lot of these matchups, again, we talk about for most of the show. For Laker Connections, probably the first 5 episodes we're talking about non-conference play, and then episode 5 or 6, we get into it. So, I mean, again, these non-conference matchups still matter. You're still building ground to get in those SUNYAC matchups because they all count. There's not a lot of them. Most baseball teams, you're talking 100 games in a season. You're talking maybe 20, not even, maybe 10 that count for a playoff spot. So I think all these games are very important. To see how they do against Clarkson will be very important. But let's move ahead again to softball. While a few SUNYAC squads are getting conference play underway, the Lakers' biggest enemy has been good old-fashioned rain. With the rain going away, they can finally take on the conference opponent. The Lakers will take a trip down to Cortland, New York to face the Red Dragons in a doubleheader this Saturday. Both squads look to get off to a good start in SUNYAC play. Now, Lucas, the softball team has had its ups and downs during its out-of-conference play. My apologies. What are we expecting for in their first SUNYAC matchup?
I think they need a rejuvenation here. This is a chance for them to really strike it big against not maybe the best team in the conference, Cortland. Obviously, they're having a down year, but I think they're still a big enough name that if you get a win against them, it's always going to feel good. So I think for them, obviously another opportunity to just have a really big win, but it's up to them to try and make that happen. Like you said, their biggest enemy has been rain. The rain is gone. They have no more excuses. So now it's up to them. And I think for them, they just have to do better, just period. And I think for them, to be doing better might be harder than it sounds, but unfortunately that is where they're at, and I think they just need to start performing, hitting, and pitching at a better level.
Gotta love the great upstate. April showers bring May flowers and apparently some snow. But Lucas, take it away for women's lacrosse.
Snow, unfortunately. But yeah, the Oswego Lakers are set to face the Plattsburgh Cardinals in a SUNYAC women's lacrosse clash. Oswego enters the game with an impressive 9-2 record, while Plattsburgh has struggled this season, sitting at 3-8. Offensively, the Lakers have been dominant, averaging 15.7 goals per game compared to the Cardinals, who are barely just over 9.5. Oswego also holds a significant edge in shot accuracy, landing 81.2% of their shots on goal versus Plattsburgh's 73.7. The Lakers this year are a high-powered offensive machine with very consistent shooting. They will look to continue their strong season and stay undefeated in conference play, while Plattsburgh aims to pull off the upset.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've talked about how good this team has been all year long, and I think that they need to continue the dominance that they've had. If they can continue to roll the way they have been rolling this season, they are absolutely a contender for that #1 seed. They probably knocked off the one team that was really in their way already, which was Cortland. Again, Oswego Plattsburgh, always a good matchup, always a lot of fun between these two schools. They have a very historic rivalry. While it may not be, for lacrosse in particular, I still think that these schools get a little bit of flack when they play each other. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. But speaking of lacrosse, let's move to the men's team now. The Lakers still sit at a perfect 3-0 in the SUNYAC this season and look to continue that against the Morrisville Mustangs this Saturday for their senior day matchup. The Mustangs sit at the other end at 0-3 and look for their first win in the SUNYAC this season. Both the men's and women's lacrosse teams have been amazing this season, and both are making strong cases to be favorites in the SUNYAC playoffs. Now, Lucas, this team has been great, but what do they have to do this Saturday to keep their winning ways going?
Honestly, just play the way they played last game. There was such a phenomenal win. They showed such grit in that game. They were down 3-0 early. I was there. I was working the whole game the whole time, and it was rough to watch. They went down early, and I was like, uh-oh, Oswego, you've looked all good all season, and now you're going to go out like this? So I think for them, the way they handled that was fantastic, and now going up against Morrisville, a team who is not that strong, this is a chance to make a statement win, and by statement I mean beat this team by like 10 goals. I think they have the opportunity to do so, and it is a very, very big chance for them to really send a message to the rest of the conference.
Absolutely, especially on your senior night game. We all remember, for those who played sports in high school, knew their senior night was always probably one of the more important games, and you circle that one on the schedule. I don't think it goes any different for collegiate athletics. So I think these guys are looking forward to a good matchup on their senior day game. Can they continue their perfect ways in the SUNYAC or not? We will find out very soon. But that is it for our week ahead. When we come back, it'll be time for a new segment called From Laker to Pro. Stick around. You're watching Laker Connections right here on WTOP 10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this?
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
Paul Beatty.
No! Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back into season. Whoa, it's dark in here.
Oh, here
we're
we go.
back.
Yes.
Welcome back into season 23.
They were going to send us to a double break. That was rude.
I was like, no!
Come back.
Welcome back into season 23, episode number 4 of Laker Connection. Join place for all things Laker sports. I'm Kenny Jark, hosted by the lawful Lucas McGarry.
It was so unoriginal.
Why? You don't like that one?
Law-abiding and then lawful?
Well, I wanted to fit the theme.
You
can say I'm lazy and didn't try.
You are lazy. Come on. You can
Be quiet, Charlie. Be quiet.
Charlie,
I did not run out.
Charlie, who are you?
Google might have helped me out. Anyway, Lucas, as a NCAA Division III school, we are not well known for pro athletes.
This is true.
Although, there has been some notable alumni who have gone from Laker to pro. Pro will be a term we use a bit loosely here. It can be a pro league or for their prospective sport, or it may be a pro broadcaster. But let's highlight some alumni who started here and did great things afterward. Lucas, I'm going to kick this thing off with Eric Selleck. Now, Eric Selleck played 2 seasons of Division III hockey here in Oswego, New York. After his 2 seasons, he signed a 2-way, 2-year entry-level contract with the Florida Panthers. Selleck played in 3 NHL games during his career with the Panthers and the Yotes, who no longer exist. Selleck also got 1 point on an assist in his season with the Panthers.
No way. Well, that's really fun. I love the fact that we have good players that are good enough to make it into the league. Obviously, didn't really do that much. Played a couple of games and they said bye.
He went from D3 straight to the NHL.
It's still going from D3, going to D3 all the way up to the pro level. The very, very top level is ridiculously impressive. So all the props to him. And Oswego, obviously, look at those stats. Pretty good seasons. In his first year, 26 points and bumped it up to 54 in the second season. Not bad at all. But he didn't stay with us, so it's kind of rude. He transferred out.
Hey, listen, they write about it on the athletics page. I think that counts for me. But let's move on to someone that maybe people are not expecting. Linda Cohen is known and beloved for her work with ESPN. A little known fact, though, is she was actually a women's ice hockey player for the Oswego State Lakers.
I did not know that.
Cohen played for the Lakers from 1977 to 1981 and played goalie for the boys ice hockey team at Newfield High School. Cohen is a pioneer for female broadcasters with many awards, but Lucas, surprise, surprise, she actually played for the Lakers.
Do we have any stats? I'm genuinely.
She's in the Oswego Hall of Fame.
I need stats of like her college career here.
I don't.
I want to
know.
know. I want to know if she was. Thanks,
we definitely
Charlie.
don't. Thanks, Charlie.
I know for a fact we don't have stats. But
listen, if for some strange reason Linda Cohen watches this random episode of Laker Connections, tell us your stats.
Miss Cohen, did you have any goals? Do you have any assists? Was she like ripping shots from the back
I don't
post?
know, but all I know is she played goalie for a boys team in high school and then ended up playing for the Lakers here in 77.
Sounds like she was really good.
But she's also like we talk about the pioneering in her respective field.
100%.
But wow, what a surprise to not expect that one. There's probably people who watch this go, really? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that. Now you know.
I did not know that.
But there's another one now. Joe Jones was a 4-time letter winner at SUNY Oswego and graduated with a bachelor's in communications in 1987 and a master's in counseling in 1989. Jones was a point guard for the Lakers who sits at 4th most assists and 5th most steals in school history. Jones will go on to head coach the men's basketball team at Columbia and is the current head coach of the Boston University Terriers.
Wow.
So a great basketball alumni and is now a head coach for a Division I school.
No, it makes sense. Another program that we see have a lot of really, really good players leave. Obviously, they're not going to make it all the way. They're still Division III. But we see guys, again, like we might see a future of Jeremiah Sparks next week. He's playing in Germany right now. He was a great player. But it's a lot of fun to see these guys playing at such a high level in the Pro League. And they were maybe within a mile of us here in Oswego. It's so cool to think about.
Now, this one blew my mind while I was doing my research. Wayne Levy attended Oswego until 1972. Then he went to the University of South Florida briefly before turning pro. Levy was the Oswego Golf MVP in 1971 and 72, and was the SUNYAC Golf Champion in 1972. Levy has an amazing resume in professional golf. He has 12 PGA Tour wins, 4 of those coming in 1990. He was the 1990 PGA Tour Player of the Year. He won the Constellation Energy Classic in 2004 and the 3M Championship in 2003, both of which are Champions Tours. He was a 1991 Ryder Cup member and has brought in an astounding $7.5 million in career earnings. Talk about someone who may be the greatest Laker athlete of all time.
Sleeper Laker athlete. That is so awesome. 1990 PGA Tour Player of the Year. That is insane.
Played up until 2019. 2019 was his last year.
You pulled up a picture of him now. Yikes.
Yeah,
he's old, but I mean,
he
beat all of us on the course still. I know for a fact he would.
Yeah, he's 73 years old now.
He's on a Ryder Cup squad. That is so impressive.
Little Falls, and now he lives in Naples, Florida, and is enjoying his life, unlike us, who are still trying to get out of here. Anyway, that's going to be it for our Lakers or Pros this week. We might bring this one back next week, so I had a lot of fun looking for some of these names. But when we come back, it'll be time for our Laker Showdown. You're watching Laker Connections right here on WTOP 10.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West 1st Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see? All these clubs are looking.
They're looking for me.
There's hockey.
There's improv.
So much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are tainted. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are tainted. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Welcome back into season 23, episode number 4 of Laker Connections, your home for everything Laker sports. And Lucas, it is time to welcome back our Laker Showdown moderator, Mr. Michael Neckers. Now, Lucas, why don't you explain to those at home once again, what is a Laker Showdown?
Well, Laker Showdown is a showdown, like it says, between two Lakers, Kenny and I, and a series of 3 questions asked by Mr. Mike Neckers. He will decide, out of those 3 answers, which answers he likes the best in a best-of-3 scenario, I guess you'd call it. So, Mike, why don't you go ahead and give us the first answer, or first question?
Yeah, first question. So the regular season of the NBA, fellas, is just about over. So my first question for you, pretty simple. Who's winning it all? What you see up there, we're going to say at the end, okay?
Oh, okay, got it. That's why I was
Kenny,
confused.
You're up first here.
NBA Finals.
I don't even want him to pick me. I'm just going to say it because it's true. The Cleveland Cavaliers are running it this year, and they're not stopping it. They are undeniable. They are the best in the East, the beast of the East, and they are going to win a championship without LeBron. You may call me delusional, you may call me whatever you want, but facts are facts. They are the first seed in the East. They have beaten the Thunder time in and time out. They have beaten the Celtics as well, and the Knicks couldn't keep up if they tried. Cleveland all the way.
Emily, could you please give a slow zoom on my face as I do this?
Wow, here we go. Hold on. Let me become
Kenny Gerard, security guard, Amazon Lumberyard. Lakers in 5. Yeah, Lakers are winning all the way. LeBron and Luka, it's an easy combo to pick. It's not even close. I'm a Celtics fan, and I'm still picking the Lakers.
Wait, Lucas, you said Luka and
literally picked it, so you picked
Luka and
against me.
who?
LeBron!
This one, I got to give to Lucas McGarry. I mean, It's LeBron.
It's LeBron.
Everyone's glorious king. So I'm going to go with Lucas on the first one. Give Lucas a point. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, gentlemen, next question. Today, the Boston Red Sox faced off against the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Sox won in a close one, 4-3 in the 10th inning. But perhaps the most exciting part of this game was in the bottom of the 6th, when a fan caught a foul ball with a delicious dessert food item.
I know
Lucas, what was the food item?
It was fried dough, I believe. I saw it on Instagram.
And Kenny, would you like to make a rebuttal here? We've got a minute for you to think about it.
All
Decide.
right. Roll the clock. I'll start thinking. Let's see. So he says it's fried dough. Dough? Oh no.
Dough? Oh no.
I'm not thinking it's dough. You're not gonna catch me.
What is this Zoom?
It's not dough. It's something else. I'm probably wrong. I don't know the answer
All right,
because
give me an
I
answer,
don't
please.
like the Blue Jays. It's ice cream sundae. I lost.
What is this? That is a crazy Zoom on Kenny's
So
face.
we've got fried dough. We've got ice cream sundae. The correct answer. Let's see the photo that I sent to you, Dylan Gilmore. Pull it up.
Did he get it in?
Pull it up. Come on, Gilly. I know you have it. There it is.
That's fried dough, right?
It's a fried dough.
Yes!
Look at that.
Let's go. That's a clean. That's a sweep.
How amazing is that? Catching
That's
a
so
foul
cool.
ball
That
with
is really
a fried
funny.
dough.
It's like a little glove. It's honestly impressive.
I saw that. Yeah, I
All
saw
right,
that
gentlemen.
earlier today. That was really funny.
So wait, now what? Did I lose already?
Well, Lucas has got the
You
win.
beat me
but
last week, 2-0.
Let's do the third.
true.
Let's do the third
We
question.
can do. We
just
do
for
the
fun.
third question, but yeah.
So
wait, did I lose last week and this week?
No, you won.
You won
no,
last
no,
week.
you,
I won last week.
No. They tried to give you the Mickey Mouse win. I said,
right,
I said
right,
absolutely
right,
not.
right.
No, you got the win.
Okay, cool.
I'm taking the win
Right,
this week, but we'll do the last
We'll
question.
stay in the realm of food here, so I'm going to start with Kenny on this one. Kenny, what is your go-to travel snack?
I feel like that was an insult.
It was not an insult.
Come on, yeah, Kenny.
My
What's your
go-to travel
travel snack? Or
I'm a man of multiple tastes, so it's tricky for me to narrow it down
Kenny
to
Gerard,
one
a man of multiple
thing. But if I'm
tastes.
gonna,
What a surprise!
Stop laughing! It's not funny. I'm so sick of this. Thank you, Charlie, for saying I have a great palate.
Kenny has a great palate. How is that? I don't know.
Okay. If I'm just gonna walk into a gas station and grab something. See, I feel like Slim Jims is such a cop-out answer, but I do love a good Slim Jim once in a while. I will not lie. Yeah, I'm going to go with it. Slim Jims is what I usually go and grab, but occasionally I'll grab a little bag of the bold Chex Mix are so underrated. I love those, by the way.
Yeah,
very good.
The bold Chex Mix are good.
So
the
what's
black
your answer?
I'll
bag.
say Slim Jim because that's probably what I get the most.
Add
I
40
probably look like it.
Add 30 seconds of the clock. We got plenty of time.
No,
Lucas.
just let it run out. Go ahead, Lucas.
Do you know the Fritos Twists bag? Like the
barbecue ones?
Yes,
Oh,
the
those are
barbecue
so
Fritos
good.
Twist. I always get those for rides. That's a really good snack. So if I had to go with something for like a ride, I think that's what I'd go.
And the only problem with that is if I'm driving though, I don't want to get barbecue.
Yeah,
all over
that's
my
so that's why
steering wheel. That's why Slim Jims are a safe
That's
bet
a
because they
passenger
got
snack. That passenger snack.
It is a
I'm
passenger
taking
snack.
a passenger snack.
Oh, see, I was taking a driver snack, which I have that wrapper, so my hands stay clean.
Right,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's true. That's very true.
I mean, I think you both gave great answers. Kenny, I'm going to go with the Slim Jim on this one.
Thanks.
I mean, I think the Slim Jim's a very versatile guy.
It
You know,
is.
he can really do just about anything. So I'm going to go
I'm
with the
not
Slim Jim
upset
here.
losing that.
No, but you still win the night.
I think
your first win.
I think you're up 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 on the season.
3-1.
3-1. Is it 3-1?
3-1. This is
You
episode
got
4.
some work to do here, buddy.
Oh God.
We only got a couple weeks left.
We have 3 weeks left. This is where I
You
make
can
the
come
comeback.
back.
This is
You
where I
have to
make
win
the
out.
comeback.
You have to win out.
I'm winning out.
All right, quickly before we go, favorite road beverage?
Watermelon, Arizona.
Arizona. Country Time Pink Lemonade.
Oh, not bad. I like a good watermelon, Arizona. All right. Guys, any closing thoughts? We have about 30 seconds here. I apparently short produced
Go
this here.
Lakers. Sign up for live sports, I think. That's what they say.
Sign up for live sports.
Yeah, sign up for-
Watch TEDx SUNY Oswego tomorrow on the SUNY Oswego channel. Starts at 2 o'clock.
Gonna be very
2 to
fun.
5 o'clock. If you can't be there, tickets have sold out. I'm executive producing that as well with all the other wonderful people that are on that crew. So please give that a watch. It's a historic event. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you can learn something new because ideas motivate people, and we're going to motivate you tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining us here on Laker Connections. We will see you guys for episode number 5 in 1 week. Have a great night.
Good night.